Why Modi's cabinet reshuffle marks a shift in BJP's politics? Has Hindutva acquired shades of backward caste politics? Has Kamandal acquired deep shades of Mandal politics? What prompted BJP to make the shift? I will explain this in On Point with Kartikeya. First, the Newspoint. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his jumbo reshuffle has changed the social composition of his cabinet. Prime Minister Modi's cabinet has 27 ministers from other backward castes, 8 ministers from scheduled tribe and 12 ministers from the scheduled castes. Social representation of OBCs, STs and SCs has dramatically gone up in the present reshuffle. It is for this reason that the government insisted on pushing phrases like Daliton Kee Sarkaar, Aadivasiyon Kee Sarkaar and Pichron Kee Sarkar. The intent was clear. BJP wanted to shed its old image. Now, the narratives. But what makes it curious is that the government has chosen caste as a plank for social and political messaging. It shows that BJP has come a long way from the politics of upper caste Hindutva. With the emergence of Hindutva in the early 1980s, politics in the Hindi heartland ruptured. The large monolithic vote bank of the Congress party split into two. The upper castes in the cities started to vote for Bharatiya Janata Party and the backward caste shifted loyalty from the Congress to regional outfits headed by Mulayam Singh Yadav and Lalu Prasad Yadav, including Mayawati. For the next 10 years, it created the binary of Mandal versus Kamandal politics. Kamandal meant the politics of Hindutva. It meant the politics of Ram Temple. Similarly, the politics of backward communities was labelled as the Mandal politics, as the implementation of the BP Mandal report by former Prime Minister VP Singh led to a massive unrest in North India. The implementation of the report led to the ballooning of the reserved categories for the government jobs. It meant few seats available to the upper caste candidates. This tension continued for the next 20 years in the Indian politics. Despite correcting the impression at the state level, BJP was never able to alter the impression at the central level. Most of the chief ministers from 1990s onwards were from OBC backgrounds. OBC politics gained momentum after the implementation of the Mandal Commission. Narendra Modi, Kalyan Singh, Mulayam Singh Yadav, Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Vasundhara Raje Scindia, Vilas Rao Deshmukh, Ashok Chavan, Prithviraj Chavan and Bhupendra Singh Hooda were all OBC chief ministers. But despite the national revolution, BJP was stuck with the image of an upper caste party with the temple agenda as its mainstay. Now, the debate point. With blunt messaging on the caste composition, BJP is gearing up for the coming assembly election in Uttar Pradesh. For 20 years, backward caste politics has remained a bulwark against them. The rhetoric was deployed by SP and BSP against them repeatedly. With strong emphasis on OBC, BJP wants to blunt any such counter-polarization post-pandemic. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat has already said twice that BJP is not going to do away with reservations for the backward caste communities. But there exists a contradiction. RSS has never done politics like the Indian left. It is more focused on bridging the gap between the upper castes and the OBCs and ST and SC communities. RSS has never done political messaging on the politics of caste confrontation. It functions under the larger rubric of a united Hindu family. So the question is, with this politics, will Prime Minister Narendra Modi be able to balance and carry upper castes with heavy emphasis on the other backward communities? I think it carries the risk of annoying a segment of the upper castes. Till Modi is around, his band of Hindutva and charismatic personality will be able to carry the contradictions, but in his absence, social composition can disintegrate. BJP will not be the first party to undergo such a phase. Congress underwent this process in late 1980s because of a continuous shift of gears. It led to the resurgence of regional politics, though many insiders would say that BJP has no option but to go forward on this agenda as they have already monetized Article 370 and the temple issue. Thank you for watching On Point with Kartikeya on TV9 Digital.